Hello, class. We all know what it is like to try to manage our time in college. We get involved in all the classes, the clubs, or the video games, whichever you prefer, and then before we know it, the time has run out. Today I'm going to give you some tips about how to manage your time with your busy lives in the college world. From personal experience, procrastination is something that takes over. It kills your time management, and you just have to overcome it. From wanting to hang out with your friends instead of doing homework, it can be the ultimate battle. We have to learn how to stick to our guns and do what is important before we do the fun things that come with college. The first tip I have for you is to manage your time around your academics. Even if there are a lot of things going on in your college town, you have to remember that you are in college, and to get your degree, you can only do that if you put the work in. The second tip I have for you is to manage your personal time. We all know that breaks from school are just something that have to happen. This is possible if you schedule it out so you have enough time to take breaks. It is better for you to take breaks and then go back to your academics. But how are you going to keep time, you ask? Well, use a planner. This is something I learned the hard way, and you think that you will remember everything you have to do until you miss a deadline for a class or you have an important meeting and you just didn't go because you did not write it down. Planner is a great thing I learned. If you write down when you have to do things and what time you have to do things, it's very helpful. Next, manage a healthy mind. You have had experience with the sleepless nights, I'm sure. Whether you're doing homework or just hanging out, you need to include sleep in the mix. It is very important to sleep at least 6 hours a night to keep a healthy mind. If you don't sleep, you get really tired and then you could do bad on tests, you could not pay attention in class. If you have a job, it can be really difficult to go to work and have a good mind for whatever your job may be. The next tip I have is set a study time for each class. In that handy planner I mentioned a few minutes ago, if you set a time that you have to study for each class, then it's more likely that you will gain more knowledge and you will retain the information better instead of cramming it all in one night. We all know how it goes. If you're trying to study for the last minute, you stay up all night long. But if you just schedule it into your planner or whatever you decide to write it on or remember in your phone calendar, then it will be more successful. I promise you that. Last thing that I've learned from personal experience and from research is do not stress. The more you stress, the more you procrastinate, and the more your time management goes downhill. If you set a time to do things always, you will not be stressed out. And now I can't promise you that you'll never be stressed out in college. No matter if you manage your time well or not, there is always stress. There's always stress within studying or whatever you have to do, and it's just something that you have to try to manage. It can make you sick, it can just make you lazy. You know, you've probably experienced it. College is a time of fun, but also a time to get a degree. So if you can do your job and put your academics first, get a healthy mind, definitely use a planner, I think you'll be on pretty good terms. You know you will want that degree so you can do the job of your dreams. With these tips, you will be successful with time management and get things done in a more efficient way. Time management is very important, and I assure you, if you use even one of these tips, you will be more successful in the end. From personal experience, I've learned that if you mix all these things together especially, you will be 10 times more successful in time managing. There are a lot of other things that you can do, but to me these are the most important ones. If you can not be stressed out, I think that's pretty important too. So use these tips and I assure you that your college time with time management will be that much more successful.